Hello everyone, and welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords. I keep saying every time that I'm not going to say that whole sentence out every time, but then I say it out every time, so... Well, wow. You certainly were rich. I don't see anything else to be done here, though. Oh, there's another footlocker I can attack. This will take a while. For some reason my character is incredibly inept at attacking stationary, non-hostile targets. Actually that was 8 damage, that was good, but... Certainly taking a sweet while to do it. Yeah, I found a hololog, but I can't use this one to actually read it. So I'll have to find another place to do that. I suspect that might contain the last voice sample I need, if I still need the voice samples at all, actually. Okay, the quest is gone. Apparently by hacking that terminal I bypassed the need to do the voice log thing, maybe? I don't know. How's my experience looking? No, 485 to level up. I need to speak more clearly. I don't see any enemies, so log terminal. Search for any... Yeah, let's search for logged holo display entries. Nothing. Let's insert the dock officer holodoc. Holo log. What? Oh well. Evacuation.
We managed to get to the dormitories. We should be safe here. We've been trying to use the holo transmitter to beam a transmission to the administration level to end the lockdown, but the administration console's been severed from the main hub. Everyone thinks we should try to evacuate on our own as soon as possible, but there's no way to break the dormitory seals from the inside. I'm going to keep sending distress calls in the meantime. We've been trying to find a way to circumvent the lockdown and get to our hangar bay, but so far, no luck.
Okay.
The situation's worse than we thought. Even if we get out of here, we can't shut down the fuel depot force fields if a fuel leak was detected. If so, the only way off this asteroid is if a ship docks with us. But the only connection to the docking platform is on the administration level, and we can't get up to the docking bay while we're trapped here. I only hope someone survived the explosion in the mining tunnels. If not, then we're stranded here. Unless our transmission reaches a passing ship, or a Telos freighter.
And finally, distress transmission.
Managed to use the holo transmitter here as a crude relay to beam short burst transmissions outside the Paragas facility. With any luck, the transmission will carry beyond the asteroid field. We've set the emergency transmission on automatic playback. We're using a simple military flash code to transmit the code to the turbolifts, so maybe our rescuers can get down to the dormitory when they reach the station. Without those turbolift codes, our rescuers wouldn't be able to get here from the administration level. And without those codes, we wouldn't be able to get to the administration level if we found a way out on our own. The messages are short distress calls only, since we can't get much signal strength. It's pretty weak, so unless a ship is actively searching the area, it might be a long time before a ship picks up the message. After all, who would be scouring frequencies way out here looking for trouble?
Okay, check the transmission. What? Dot 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 dash x dot dot dash dot 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 xx dot dot. I do not know if that's going to be relevant. Let's see. Okay, I suspect I will need more information. This hololog seems like it needs to be plugged into a holo reader in order to play back the contents. Okay, let's do that. We have a hololog reader right here. Emergency status.
This may be the beginning of a long record. It's about an hour after the facility suffered the explosion that triggered the emergency lockdown. Just finished helping the dock officer set up the transmission relay. Not much signal strength, but it's better than nothing. The transmission gives the code to open the turbo lift when or if help arrives. Code is a simple group of 5 numbers. 3, 17, 13, then the next 2 numbers are...
Sir, couldn't we contact the medbay? Maybe the Jedi's awake. If so, he could help us.
No good. The link to the medical computer was severed from the hub, just like the administration console. Even if the Jedi wakes up, how would we get the dormitory turbo lift code to him? Without it, the turbo lift to the administration level is locked down.
Okay, so we know it's 3, 17, 14, and then 2 numbers that we don't know yet. It'll probably put that into my quest log, but I actually quickly got a piece of paper and wrote it down, just in case it doesn't put it into my quest log. I think in the first game it probably wouldn't have. I don't know. Anyway, inventory and supplies.
We just took an inventory of our supplies. We've got enough emergency rations in the dormitories to last almost a month. But with all the problems in the facility, I don't know how long we'll last. I wish we could contact the Jedi. Maybe he could... But no, he's still floating in that damn tank. Someone's played us for fools. And since Corder and his crew aren't locked in here with us, it's pretty clear who it was. If I ever catch up with that Mandalorian-loving son of a... At least the air scrubbers are still working, even though they're tied into the... Hey, what's happening to the ventilation system? It's...
Aw, that's a little sad. Okay, well, looks like pretty much everyone's dead. Okay, now what does it tell me? Turbo lift lockdown. So it now tells me 3, 17, and 13. But the bit before that, you know, when it was 4, 5 numbers and there was some X's, I would love still seeing that somewhere, but apparently what I found now is more valuable information. I'll have to look. There it is. Okay, I'll just write that down quickly. Okay, ... minus x ... minus ... x ... Okay. That might still be necessary for something, so you never know. Yeah, you're empty, and this is not a container I can open. I don't like that. If you don't want me to open it, don't make it a container. You know, or at least don't make it look exactly like ones that I can open. I mean, I wouldn't mind if there was a different kind of container that was only for looks and never meant to be opened, but this is just teasing me. Damn it. Alright, another slow bashing session. How much experience do I still need? 485. Okay, I didn't actually get anything in the meantime. Thought I did from some hololog reading or whatever, but apparently not. But that's like maybe 4 or 5 combat sequences, more 4 or 5 enemies killed, something along those lines. Medical officer corpse, what do you have? Medpack and chemicals, okay. Somewhat makes sense that he would be carrying those. Energy shielding. I would now need a workbench to be able to use these things. Okay, so we have 2 corpses in a container, none of which are lootable. Seriously, what kind of person? I'll need to blow it open with a mine. Apparently I don't have mines anymore. I used to, but I guess I must have used them all. Or maybe they're on T3, M4 and I need to get to him first. I don't know. People don't tell me these things. Shift assignment console I've used. Okay, I'll quick save here. Automated fire extinguisher. Let's see, what's an ion grenade do against you? Hopefully it does more than the... yeah, it's one hit kills you, that's useful. But I only have 1 left, so I'll use 2 sonic grenades on you instead. Well, 2 aren't actually enough. 2 are actually enough. I don't know, this world is confusing. That's where Damaged cylinder. Which is locked. Wow. Here's a security door. I guess I'm not supposed to bash this in either, because I'm actually meant to open it another way. I dislike that they did that so much in this game. Either I need to just wait for half an hour for him to do anything to this door, or it gives you the option, but it's not actually a real option, it's just meant to distract you. I don't like that. Tell me if you have the option, or if you give me the option, then make it a viable option. Don't make it, yeah, you can bash at it if you really want to, but it's not gonna do anything. That's just tedious. How about you attack, fool? Just standing there taking it. I mean, it's manly and all, but you know, there's limited usefulness in standing in front of a droid taking damage from it. Okay. Now, how about we leg it and do a level up? Okay, starting with skills. Obviously persuade. And then I guess one each on awareness and repair. Powers. I cannot yet get the second level buffs. Right? Yeah, they require higher levels. Wait, what's the problem with Force Valor? Oh, yeah, right. No, requires level 9. I've already done Affect Mind as well. There isn't much left, actually. No, I don't want to do Mind Tricks, Force Scream, no, Drain Force, no, Throw Lightsaber, not really, Force Push, guess? I'm just not high of a high enough level to even get any of the advanced stuff right now, so I'll just go with the Force Push, because why not? Okay, and that conveniently enough gave me a full heal, so I can now keep going. I somehow doubt Force Push is going to work on these guys. Wait, something's throwing grenades at me? Or is it just the floating mines exploding? I swear I just saw 2 explosions. Oh well. Probably harmless. Ominous, but probably fine. Now, let's see if any of these guys down here have dropped anything. Here's a scattered survival kit. Containing chemicals. Well, those are somewhat useful, I guess. This corpse is lootable. Datapad. Got another lecture about contraband today. Security hasn't started doing spot checks of our quarters yet, so my cache in the lower bunk in my room in the eastern dormitory should be safe. You won't even know it's there unless you know to look for it. Corta came around again asking if I had any special cargo to sell, but I was getting a bad feeling about how he was asking, so I stayed quiet about my stash. I'm going to keep that blaster smuggled from Telos and a few grenades there, just in case things here get rough. Only benefit to having a room the farthest from the door. Wow, is that it should buy me enough time to dump the contraband if security does a surprise inspection. Okay, so lower bunk somewhere in the east dormitories. The rest of the stuff isn't lootable. I'm just going to go back now to the east dormitories, which should be, you know, assuming the minimap is oriented the way maps usually are, then this should be the east dormitories. And his room is apparently the one farthest from the door, which is, funnily enough, the one that I can't open. This door is damaged, right? Just making sure. It would be kind of mean if they did that without you being allowed to do anything about it. But somewhere in the bottom bunk it said, and it's also said the farthest from the door, which I mean, that would be this one, which is locked. Okay, you know what? I don't care anymore. If it's that great. I'll just miss it. It doesn't matter. He said it's a blaster and some grenades, so... Probably would have been nice to have those things, but if it's that much of a hassle to get it, I don't care anymore. It just... I'm already dead inside anyway. And let's check out the place we've just been to. I think this is where progress can be had. This still happens. And I don't know why. Kind of an invisible wall, but not really, because you can run past it quite easily. Okay, hey, this is Kortar and his men. Didn't everyone suspect them of being guilty of doing this? Or someone suspected them of doing this, I believe, but apparently not. The solar logs look like, okay, needs to be plugged in. Turbolift console. Open the turbolift door. Enter 5 number sequence, number range 1 to 20. Enter code manually. Yeah, I don't know the code. Okay, yeah, sorry. I somehow doubt destroying the console is a good idea. I suspect I can find the code somewhere. Probably has to do with the hololock I found, actually. But first we will do some more exploration, you know, make sure we found everything in this place. Okay, these are more upgrade materials. They seem to be a lot more diverse and a lot more numerous than in the first game. From the looks of it, and I really don't know if that's the case, but... Okay, scattered survival kit, nice. It looks like it's more... The upgrade system seems to have changed more into being like the lightsabers were in the first game, where you can choose for each upgrade slot, basically. Oh, mess hall log. We'll probably have to read that, actually. I was just going to say where you can choose for each upgrade slot from a variety of upgrades. You know, like the crystals, where you had a list of crystals and you could choose which one you wanted to use. I think maybe it's like that, where you have actually got more than one option per each slot. You don't just have an energy splitter, which just adds to the effect of the ranged weapon, for example. You have multiple types of energy splitter, that one gives ion damage, one gives raw damage, one maybe gives accuracy, whatever. I don't know if that's the case, but it looks like it a little. I swear they're never going to get around to fixing the ventilation systems, and if the food processor's back up again, then next time the fumes start flooding the mess hall, I'll be dead rather than just nauseous. Should be nauseated. Anyway, I'll keep the breath mask here just in case we have a repeat incident. Okay. So I have a breath mask. I should keep that in mind for if something unexpected happens and poison gets released again. Lab station. Okay, use it for now. I have total 59 chemicals, okay? Which is actually enough to make a retinal combat implant. Oh. Not too fussed about it, though. Not too fussed about this mines. I wouldn't mind having mines, but I need demolition skills to make those. Anything I can break down that I don't use anyway. And I still have mines. Why couldn't I blast open some of the doors that said? Oh well, anyway. I don't think I want to create anything here. I thought maybe it was a workstation where I could upgrade my stuff, but no luck. Okay. I somehow get the suspicion that the hololock I found, and why am I going here? Because I'm stupid, that's why. That the hololock I found contains the remaining information required to unlock that turbolift. think the west dormitories. Messages log. Shouldn't there be... oh well. I thought I could reread that message from the guy who said he had hidden his stuff somewhere, but... just in case I was in the wrong dormitory before. Yeah, I probably wasn't. That would have been the furthest from the door in this dormitory, which would have been the place to look. Okay, insert minor hololog. So it's encrypted. Can I do nothing with that? I mean, technically there's only 400 options left to try out the turbo lift thing. There's a workbench here, supposedly. I'll see if I can get to it, but wasn't that locked behind the door that wasn't openable? Oh, mains. Something dropped adrenal strength for me. That's the airlock. And the security door is apparently... yeah. But there's a workbench supposedly in there. Does it mean I would have to have a security skill to be able to open that? Because... I feel I've been walking around without a party for too long. I think that's a little annoying. Can I do anything here? No. Well, then what am I meant to do? That hololog was encrypted. There was no hint as to decrypting it. There's a bunch of locked doors that... like this one, but there's no option to use explosives on it. All it allows me is to attack them. Which does nothing. Maybe I'd need a better weapon or a different weapon? But... I don't know. Don't tell me I can attack it if I can't actually attack it. I don't know. So far, I'm not too impressed by the sort of storytelling of the game, I guess. Okay, turbo lift console. Open the door. Apparently one computer spike would allow me to slice it if I still had that. Well, we know it's 3:17, 14, and then but yeah, the hints I've gotten so far haven't really helped me anything, and that hololog I got was encrypted, and there didn't seem to be an option to attempt a decryption. Okay, fine, whatever. Probably would have been better to do it another way, but... I don't know. I feel like I'm brute forcing too many things, you know. Instead of solving the puzzle, I'm punching it until it opens, but what else can I do? It's a nuisance. Anyway, hey look, a friend.
I have felt a disturbance. Our enemy is here. We must leave at once.
Enemy?
The one that fired upon the Ebon Hawk as we attempted to rescue you. And he will not let us go without blood being shed.
Wait, who is this enemy?
The story is a long one, and time is short. Come, we must go, and quickly.
Alright, let's go.
We need to make our way to the docking area on this level. I fear the airlock has already opened, and if so, we must be on our guard. If we cannot reach the Ebon Hawk, then we must find a way to escape on the ship that has docked here.
Okay. Apparently because she's in the party we get bonus experience. That's nice.
What is it?
Level up attributes. Okay. She has pretty good attributes. She has 3 already at 16. That's not bad. What's recommended? Another point of wisdom. Represents willpower and perception. High wisdom adds modifiers to Jedi force points and force power saving throws. And force powers are harder to resist. Let's go with that. That's not terrible. Okay, persuade. Seems pointless to spec this on a non-player character, I guess. What's recommended? Treat injury. Treat injury. No, you don't get treat injury. Instead, I will give you awareness. Actually, no. No, I'll give you more repair, because why not? And powers. What's recommended there? Stun droid. I'll actually pick that. It was very useful in the first game. And eventually some of my buffs will affect the entire party anyway, plus there are a lot of droids around here, but I've got a feeling that having said that, it's now going to be the end of the droids anyway. Except, oh, you get another one. Good. Once more, it recommends I put points into treat injury. Why would I want to treat injury? Fine, let's go with it. Not entirely convinced it's a really good idea, but oh well. It recommends force scream, which isn't that an evil thing? Yeah, no, you're not getting force scream. You're getting force aura. And that appears to be it. Mysterious lady. Kreia. And there's so much I still haven't really found out about. That's sort of annoying. What do we have here? Okay. I'll just quick save and if I go back now, will that trigger these guys? Will they start fighting me? Oh, come on. So you're telling me I'm going to be ambushed, but there's nothing you can do about that fact. That's unfortunate. I still have about a minute or so of time left for this episode, but I don't want to get into the next section yet, so instead let's spend the time checking our party members' equipment, seeing if there's anything to be done, such as a reflex package. Not usable by Wookiees. Nah, let's keep the gas mask to ourselves. But you can have an energy shield and another energy shield. So, Fortitude +2, Reflex +3, or Stealth mode. She actually has a stealth ability, so let's give her that. You don't have any weapons. She's a Jedi Consular, pretty much like myself. I will give you a short sword, because I don't really have anything else. No need for a second config. What else do I actually have at this point? Bunch of mining lasers. Scout Enforcer, which is a... oh, it has a chance to stun. Okay. I'm just looking through this to basically... well, not necessarily just buy time, but I don't want to start whatever's coming up, which is probably going to be action-packed and a bit of a fight. I don't want to start that right now, at the end of an episode, basically. Yeah, I was in the right dormitory to look for that hidden stash. I don't know what's going on with this game. It seems like they tell me a lot of stuff to do for quests, and either because I am on my first playthrough, essentially I don't know where to find it, or just because it's really well hidden, or I don't know what. I keep not being able to solve the puzzles, and instead it always gives me the option to just destroy the console instead, or, you know, brute force it, which I don't know how I feel about that. I preferred the second game, but then maybe that's because I know it better. Got a bunch of combat buffs. And also, one thing that really bugs me is I have 2 deadly sonic mines, and I came past some doors that said that you would have to use a mine or explosives to open this, and it didn't give me the option of using 2 of my deadly sonic mines, which should be able to blast those open. I mean, we've used these exact mines before to open doors that weren't otherwise openable. It's, perhaps it's one of those things where we have to go through it later to, you know, to just go through the area again, do some backtracking or something to be able to do these things, but I can't think of a logical reason that would make sense as to why that would be the case, basically. I just find it annoying. Okay, and what do we have here? A Mandalorian Chamber Mark 1. Ion Charger. Power Cell. Targeting Scope. Sonic Imprint Sensor. I've got a lot of stuff. Anyway. You now have a weapon. I have a weapon. We are probably going to be okay. I will use this opportunity to end the episode, however. I think as the game opens up a little more, it'll be a lot more interesting and fun. It seems the beginning section has a lot of stuff that maybe I'd need to be more careful and actually sort of spend more time on the puzzles. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.